I got a funeral to go to later on today for one of my brothers who just never came back. I joined in 2000. A year later, 9/11 hit, and that kind of changed like everything. They took our whole battalion, activated us, and put us down at Camp Lejeune. We were there to augment the 2nd Marine Division because Afghanistan was now just becoming a thing. End of February of 2003, we were put on notice that we were going to be deploying overseas to Iraq. April 2006, we deployed to Fallujah. We went straight into Fallujah. So I came home 2007. It was different because we lost guys overseas this time, and guys came back, and some guys didn't come back whole, and yeah, it was a struggle because I didn't really accept like what was going on, and I just kind of pushed stuff off to the side. And so there's that readjustment period that naturally occurs, but then it was all the traumatic stuff that I just like was not processing. So
I think that's the important thing, is like, although they're home, they're never really home, and the war is like always with them. So it's I would say a constant struggle.
I did counseling on and off for years through the VA, through the local vet center. I ended up staying up in Northampton at their Ward 8, which is their inpatient PTSD program, and that was a big help. That was definitely a big help, and that was my first kind of exposure to being around a service dog. There was one of the counselors up there who was a female veteran. She had a service dog, and that was the first time really being around one. And I don't know, it was the coolest thing for me at the time. It was like I looked forward every day to waking up and like seeing that dog, which was kind of neat, Chance has helped me. I think the biggest thing is he's kind of allowed me to like refocus my life by being a distraction, which is kind of weird. Just having his presence alone, even in a non-working setting in the house, I find that my thoughts and my feelings don't go to that, deep, dark spot where, I'm actually like worried about myself. And when I'm out and about with him, I'm like more in tune with him than what's going on around me. And that was a lot of the struggle. Being back was just...
They asked us to go out. They said they had Chance, and they asked us to go out to a training class, the whole family, to meet him. And that's when Pat initially met Chance.
Yeah, I felt a connection like right away with him. And so we decided to move forward with the process. I went out a couple times over the next couple weeks and worked with him, and I knew it was, it was gonna be. So he came and lived with us. After a year or longer of training, when he does become certified, you've been with that dog since like day one. So the bond is like really strong, and it's very exciting. It was a good day when we graduated because we graduated together.
The other really interesting and amazing part of Delta Dog is that the dogs are rescues. So they're not only helping the veterans, but they're helping the dog population as well, and those dogs who don't have a home. We have a 4-year-old daughter, and it's important to us to instill in her that she should give back to the community and give back to people who are either less fortunate or can help others. So everything has come full circle for us, and we just want to continue to be able to give back and recognize them for really life-changing and life-saving work. And although there's still struggles, they are easier to deal with. So it's nice to have him.
Yeah.
And nice to have my husband back in a decent space.
So Delta Dog, like for me, provided, what I found was it provided me a good actual outlet to be involved. So it went beyond just, working with Chance, graduating, and then that was it. Like staying connected to the organization allowed me that connection back to like the veteran world.
I think I would just want to say, like, be patient with people, be kind, like everyone's fighting a battle that you don't know, and just educate the younger generation, because this shouldn't be forgotten. Like what they're going through, what these men and women who come home from, they shouldn't be pushed to the side or forgotten about. And give back when you can, and don't pry, and just educate the little ones to be caring and nice people.